Madam Speaker, the President of the United States.
President Joe Biden delivered his first State of the Union speech on Tuesday, his second address to a joint session of Congress following his speech in April. While the focus of State of the Union addresses is traditionally domestic, with Russian President Vladimir Putin placing his nuclear forces on a heightened alert following his order to invade Ukraine last week, Biden homed in on Putin's invasion within the first minute of his speech.
He thought the West and NATO wouldn't respond. He thought he could divide us at home, in this chamber, in this nation. He thought he could divide us in Europe as well. But Putin was wrong. We are ready.
First Lady Jill Biden invited Ukraine's Ambassador Oksana Markarova to join her viewing box, while lawmakers from both parties wore the yellow and blue of the Ukrainian flag as a sign of solidarity. Domestically, Biden's biggest challenge is pulling the country out of the pandemic. He highlighted vaccination success and signaled it's time for a new normal. Many lawmakers were maskless, following recently relaxed guidance from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
I know some are talking about living with COVID-19, but tonight I say that we never will just accept living with COVID-19. We'll continue to combat the virus as we do other diseases.
But pandemic recovery has been hampered by rising inflation, now at 7.5%. Biden said his plan to increase the minimum wage and boost domestic production will help.
More infrastructure and innovation in America. More goods moving faster and cheaper in America. More jobs where you can earn a good living in America. Instead of relying on foreign supply chains, let's make it in America.
Delivering the Republican response, a governor best known for rejecting pandemic protocols such as vaccines and mask mandates. She attacked Biden's policies, accusing him of sending the country backwards. Iowa's Governor Kim Reynolds.
President Biden and his party have sent us back in time to the late 70s and early 80s, when runaway inflation was hammering families, a violent crime wave was crashing our cities, and the Soviet Army was trying to redraw the world map.
A compilation of 5 top polls shows Biden approval currently at only 41%. Better marks will depend on whether he can lead the country out of the pandemic, the Ukrainian crisis, and inflation.
Those realities are very important, but all that a president can do in a speech of this sort is show that you're strong, you're dedicated, and you're saying things that people want to hear, and that may help.
With Democrats holding a slim majority in both chambers, Biden struck an optimistic tone.
The State of the Union is strong because you, the American people, are strong.
Outlining a new unity agenda to address the opioid epidemic, resources for children's mental health, supporting veterans, and ending cancer.
I thought it was a pretty savvy way to put a frame over the whole package that would appeal to people across the aisle, but there were definitely certain moments that you could tell it was a partisan appeal as well.
Go get him!
Biden pushed for legislative goals still in limbo, including his social spending and climate plan, voting rights, gun control, and police reform, as well as new initiatives on mental health amid evidence that the pandemic has taken a toll on the nation's psyche. Patsy, Widakuswara, VOA News, Washington.